It's ugly space sweater time. It's ugly space sweater time. It's the season for ugly space sweater to come back. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Justy. A little bit ago, or like probably also a while ago because it takes me forever to actually get around to things, Steph pointed out to me that while everybody on this YouTube channel very much knows what sort of things I like, you may not actually know a lot about me other than what I like, which is true and not particularly done on purpose. I just always want to talk about Marvel and always want to talk about Disney. So that's what I do. But today we are going to start a brand new series I'm calling Get to Know the YouTuber. It's me, I'm the YouTuber, in which I tell you things about me and my life that really wouldn't fit anywhere else in a video, and well, I'm not going to say have absolutely nothing to do with the things I like because it always seems to bleed in, or at least a little separate from the things I like. Hopefully this video goes well. I am pretty excited to tell this story. I actually have never told it like outside of my friend's circle, so you guys are getting like an insider exclusive. Yeah, and it's just a good chance to just have more information about who Justine is. I'm not going to give you absolutely everything about my life. That's weird. But, you know, the fun, cool, or weird stuff, I guess. I don't really have any other description for what we're doing today, so let's just make this happen. Let's get into the story. So, Justine was on a reality dating show. This show was called First Dates Canada, and I never actually watched any full proper episodes. I didn't research into myself. I did watch the promo, which I was in quite heavily actually. I tried to find it again and I unfortunately was unable to. It's like a season 1 promo video. If you can find it, please link it down below. I was gonna put a link. I just couldn't track it down before it came time to film this video. I was supposed to be in the pilot first episode. I, again, didn't watch it, so I can't confirm or deny if I actually was, or if I just like show up in the background because they're filming a whole room. It's likely that maybe I didn't make it to like a full final cut because I didn't actually do the like last required information, which we'll get to. But yeah, I was at least in a commercial for it on TV. I can confirm that. I was in university at the time, living with different roommates, and I did not sign up for it. They signed me up. They thought it would be funny, and to be honest with you, kind of is. I agree, was not mad. They filled out this whole questionnaire about me. There's a lot of information, and then there was also a section where you could put like, I guess like they only described it a little bit to me, but like videos or pictures or other things to like help get across what sort of person you are. Now at the time, we had a YouTube channel that actually still exists. It's called the Shika Teen Layer. There's a like combination of all of our names, and we put out YouTube videos every single day, just daily vlogs, and it's all still there. I'm not hiding it from anybody. You can go watch it if you want. It's just like realistically not great. So do it if you really want to. I'm not gonna stop anyone, but it's really not worth your time. I bring it up because there is one video on that channel, and that's the one that I will link up above because it is relevant to this story. So if you're gonna watch a video, maybe just watch that one. And this video, someone from university came over to our house because she told me she could beat me at Disney Scene It. Now, Disney Scene It is a game that I have literally, no exaggeration, never lost. I am very good at it. Even other like massive Disney fans have been like, oh, I'm definitely gonna beat you. I know everything there is to know about Disney. I've beaten them, never lost. But this girl, Jade, was certain that she was gonna come over and beat me. So this is in the vlog, us playing Disney Scene It. And at the end, I of course won. No shocker there. And I'm being quite gloaty about it, a little bit of a jerk if I'm being honest, but that was because she had spent so long telling me she was gonna beat me at my favorite game. And I was a little proud that she hadn't. Now I tell you this because that's the video my roommates decided to send in to tell this company what type of person I was, other than the basic generic info they filled in. And they picked me. Based on that crazy video alone, they were like, yeah, let's put this girl on TV. Let's have her meet another human being. They contacted me. I thought it was so funny. And so started the process. I had to go down to their production office a few different times. I can't remember exactly how many. I'm going to say at least 3, maybe 4, to do different interviews and answer different questions about myself and, you know, have them really get to know me. So they said they could find the perfect person to kind of set me up on this blind date with. And they did say the point of the show was to create successful dates. They weren't trying to have really awful dates. I don't know how much I believe them, only because drama is what makes good TV, but that's what they said. So yes, I did these different interviews where I talked about myself. They did ask me a decent amount of questions about this Disney Scene It game. You also, the last couple times, had to wear the outfit that you were gonna wear on the date, because, you know, they had to check that it was appropriate for TV, that it was gonna work, that it wasn't gonna cause any sort of problems, which totally makes sense. So I had this really cute vintage pinup dress from this vintage store downtown that I have a bunch of stuff from, and they loved it. They were super into it. So things were progressing pretty well. The last thing they asked me in my very last interview with them was one big main kind of appearance pet peeve when it comes to other people dating. Now, at the time of this process, it was very popular for men to roll up their pants quite a bit and then tug their socks all the way up to where it was rolled. And it was always like weird pattern socks, which are like, I love weird pattern socks, but I don't like this trend. Anyways, and like show off these socks. And I thought this was the ugliest freaking thing I've ever seen. I still hate it to this day. I'm glad it's died out, but I hated it. And it was kind of at the forefront of my mind. So I said that was my pet peeve, because it's also like a thing that somebody could choose to do or choose not to do. I feel like listing a physical attribute as a pet peeve is kind of a jerk move. And I didn't think I really had any. So that's what I gave them. They laughed, they said I was very funny, and I'm like, I'm not being funny, it's true. And they reassured me that the gentleman they had kind of picked out for me to meet up with had never done this in any of his interviews. He absolutely did not roll his pants up weird, and we were gonna have a lot in common, and it was gonna be a great date. And I was like, cool, that's what I like to hear. So the day of the date comes. You go down to this nice hotel, I can't remember which one, and several rooms are all set up. You do your own makeup, your own hair, they just give you some like nice little touch-ups and fix anything so you look totally camera ready. I think one, low budget, they didn't want to spend a lot on product and makeup and stuff, and also 2, they're going for like you being your natural self in this date, so it makes the most sense for you to do what you would normally do. Once I am ready and it comes time for my date, because they're just like cycling through a million people, they drive me over to our local Earl's. I remember very distinctly, it was the downtown Earl's. And I get out, and the way this Earl's is laid out and the way they've rented it is we're in the upstairs portion. There's a bar right at the top of the stairs, and then a little bit over, there's a whole section of tables. So you walk up the stairs and the man is waiting for you at the bar. Now that's what I saw repeated with several couples. I don't know if that's for every single one. Maybe the woman waited sometimes. I don't know if it was a same-sex couple. I don't know if this specific like Canada version had same-sex. I hope they did. I know some others had them, so why wouldn't we? But anyway, so I don't know if it was the exact same for everybody, but I know he was waiting for me up at the top of the stairs sitting at this bar. And what do I see but pants rolled up and tall socks showing off? So I'm immediately concerned. But I have to play nice. I decided right in that moment, no matter what, I was not gonna be nasty on camera. I did not want to be filmed that way. I did not want people to think I was some crazy beach even though I kind of am, but I was gonna be the best version of Justine I could be. So I go up with a smile. Otherwise, he was dressed fairly nicely that I can remember. I had no other issues in terms of his clothes. But my other immediate problem before finding anything else about this man is he had quite a decent amount of facial hair. And it was quite a bushy beard. Not like unkempt, but it wasn't like small stubble or like a neat trim. I'm very sorry to everyone who has a beard. I respect your right to do so. And I'm sure you look great. I'm sure you love it. That's awesome. I hate them. I hate beards. I can deal with like stubble or a small, again, neatly trimmed, like close to the face ones in certain situations. I cannot deal with a full bushy beard. I'm so sorry. I think it comes from a kid. I was really encouraged to kiss a family member on the cheek who had quite a bushy beard, and I didn't actually know him very well. And it's fine, like we're close now, we're good family, nothing was wrong with that. My parents shouldn't have kind of forced me to, but it's fine. But anyways, I think it freaked me out so much that I just have this very negative reaction to them now, to the point where like even thinking about having to kiss a beard like on the cheek, really, like I feel not good. So we were having some problems. So they have us chat for a couple moments at the bar, nothing too crazy, and then they very quickly get us to our table in the main little Earl's upstairs dining area. There are already like a bunch of couples there, each at their own tables doing their own thing. They kind of like keep cycling people out. That's how they get through so many at once. I honestly feel like for this show, they don't film more than once. They literally get all the dates done in one go and then just put them into different episodes, but can't confirm, haven't watched it, and I don't remember who was there. So we go to our table, and I hate to admit, but I'm not into this date. I'm just playing nice because I'm on TV, and I mean, he was a nice enough gentleman. There was nothing wrong with his behavior. He wasn't rude to me. I wasn't feeling it. But we're both here, we're gonna get a free meal, and we're gonna chat. We're deciding what to order, and I don't remember exactly how it comes up. I think he wanted to order, and he discusses hot wings, which are my absolute favorite food. And I do say this, but I say actually though, I don't really eat them on the first couple of dates because I don't look the most attractive when I'm like chowing down on this like wing. And I'm on TV, which makes it look even worse. And I tell him that too. I do not hide that fact. And he kind of laughs and pushes me to get them anyway, which I didn't love. And again, I'm trying not to look argumentative or nasty on TV. I was young and stupid. I should have just let myself look nasty. Who cares? Would have made better TV, and I absolutely would have been in the episode for sure then. But anyways, I think we end up getting the wings. They're on the table, and the rest of the food is fine. Earl's is good food, no complaints there. So I'm trying, as we're having this date thing, to make myself unattractive to this man without being unattractive on TV. It's a difficult line I'm walking. So like I do things like he mentions that I'm wearing quite a poofy dress. I've got a crinoline, it's very cute, and I said thank you. I like big dresses. I am a princess, which I find a lot of gentlemen do not like that type of girl, even though it is truly what I am. So I'm like, yeah, this'll turn him off. And he's like, oh, of course you are. I'd be more than happy to serve the princess, or something like that. And I'm like, what the heck? So that was a bust. We talk about various different things. I think included a bit of our dating history. We talked about hobbies. He was interested in my cosplay. He doesn't actually cosplay, but he knew people who did, which I thought was cool. Like I said, he was a fine enough person. Things, though, took another not great turn when we were eating at the time. I think our food had come by this point, and he says, I think they probably want me to talk about something that I talked about in my interview, so I want to tell you something about myself. And I'm like, sure, okay, makes sense. And he starts with, so I'm part of a dance group or dance company, something like that. And I was like, cool, I love dancing, that's fun. I, at the time, was not taking dance classes. I think I took them a little bit later, but I had wanted to. I mean, I always want to, I want to take them now. So that's sweet. He goes, yeah, we're this company, and together, you know, we paint ourselves completely gold, don't really wear any clothes. I'm sure based on the rest of the story, they have some sort of like small modesty shorts or something, but otherwise no clothes. And I was like, okay, little bit weird, but like a lot of dance is very artsy. There are a lot of groups like that, sure, and if that's your thing, very cool. And then he proceeds with, yeah, so we do this, we get all painted up, and then we drive out to the ocean, and we get out, and we dance to the sounds of the birds and the waves. What? Listen, if you're part of this group, power to ya. I hope you really enjoy it. That is strange to me. I'm sorry, me personally. That's very weird. And I feel like it's also a weird thing to bring up on any first date. So I think I had a hard time controlling myself, right? I was playing very sweet the whole time, and I feel like at the end of this fact, I was just like, oh, like I didn't even know what to say to that. You know, I hope he has a great time. I hope he did have a great time. If he still does it, I hope it's amazing. I hope they love it. It's weird. It doesn't even sound like it should be a real thing, but like I know things like that are done. So, okay. So the date progresses. I cannot remember exactly how long we were there. It's been so long, but you know, just probably like a normal date time, if not a little bit longer, so they can get as much footage as possible. At one point, my mic pack started to have issues, which, by the way, I don't know if this is normal, it's the only time I've ever worn one, are very warm against your skin. Not like burning, like it wasn't awful, and I love warm, so it was actually quite nice, but yeah, very, very warm back there. Anyway, so they have to take me away into the washroom to swap it out, get one that's working properly. When I returned to the table, he has ordered this cocktail that was called the Mad Hatter, and it had dry ice, it came in a teapot. It was very, very cool. And he said, yeah, I got it for you because you said you love Disney, and it said it was the Mad Hatter, etc., etc. And I was actually a little touched. I was like, oh, that's really cool, like, thank you so much. Unfortunately, he decided to reveal later on that while I was gone, one of the producers suggested he ordered this for me because I would like it. So, if you didn't already know, I feel like most people did, but reality TV is not as real as you think it is. They manipulate things. And honestly, he should have kept that fact to himself. That would have been a real positive in his column. I would have remembered that forever. And now all I remember is he did what he was told and couldn't come up with something to kind of impress or make me happy by himself. Bad call, buddy. Finally, we reached the end of the date. Now, I can't remember if it was together or separately, but they bring you back to the hotel for this kind of like exit interview that you do together. Oh, it wasn't even together. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, you do one individually. Yes, you do one individually, or at least I certainly did, so I assume he did too. And then you do one together. Now again, one must remember that I'm trying to come off as nice as I can on this TV show. And I distinctly remember them asking me if I would like to see him again, knowing that I'm going to have to do an interview with him in a moment too. So I kind of am like, yeah, sure, you know, he was nice, yeah, because I don't want to just say, no, this sucked. And because I know they're either gonna tell him or ask again when we're in the next room, which they do. And he very eagerly, I'm sorry, was like, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to see her again. And I'm like, yeah, I would like that. They make us take like this selfie together on his phone, which I know is a clip that made it into the promo. I remember that. They also made us kiss, which I friggin' hate that they did that to us, period. But also I did not love it. We answered a few more questions and then they let us go. And at the time I didn't have a car. I could drive, but I didn't have a car. So he walked me to my bus stop that I needed. He waited, and then I got on the bus and I left. And that was our official date. He texted me a few times afterwards about some different things. I didn't really give any responses or many responses. He asked me to participate in some cosplay video thing that he was doing with his friend. I can't totally remember, and I definitely did not want to do that. So things definitely just dived and died right there. A little bit after that, they send you this email asking for like a wrap up almost. Like you have to talk about what happened following the date, if you guys met up, if you didn't, if you dated and things went terribly, whatever. And this is the part that I didn't do, which is why I think I didn't make it into an official episode, because what was I gonna say? Yeah, I said I was happy in the date, but never met up with him again. No, I didn't really think that through. But that's what happened. I wonder if he wrote his letter. And he said, wow, this crazy chick said she wanted to see me again and then never did, which, fair. Totally valid on him if he did. They were probably hoping, based on my Disney Seen It video, and the fact that he did my pet peeve, that I was like gonna be good TV, that I would make, you know, some big drama. And I certainly had the possibility to, had I not decided in that moment to be good on TV. I actually stand by the fact that other than that, because now, these days, I don't give a heck, that I would make great reality TV. Like, I would be a phenomenal Big Brother player. I don't watch Big Brother, like, at all. I know the concept, but I don't watch it. But God, would I be freaking hilarious TV. I'm telling you right now, I would make a phenomenal villain in that show. Would I win? I would like to say so, yes. But who actually knows? But yeah, Big Brother Canada. If you want a crazy person on your show, I'm your gal. So I've learned that I will never, ever be on any sort of dating show. I don't do blind dates, nothing like that. I did not go well at all. And I'm sorry to the gentleman that I did have the date with. If you were hoping things would go better, I hope you weren't too upset. I mean, we'd only met once, so fingers crossed not. I wasn't feeling it, you know, and I got put on the show because of a joke anyway, so things were not in our favor from the start. Let me know if you think I did the right thing by playing nice, or if I should have made it clear while on TV that I wasn't too interested. I'd be interested in your opinion. Obviously not that it can change anything now, just curious. And let me know if you like the idea of this series. I'm actually pretty hyped up about it. It was fun to tell this story. I have some other ideas of some other things I can share, but if you do like it and you have anything specific, please leave me any questions you'd like to know about me, information, stories you think I could tell, and maybe one of those will make it into this fun little series. And don't worry, I will still be doing the Marvel and the Disney and all that sort of thing. That will never go away. These will just be interjected amongst them like the other things that I make. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I will see you in the next video. Bye!